guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a video on the top 5 shows that you should be watching over Labor Day weekend. Now before I get started, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, make sure you like this video, and be sure to follow me on my Movie Vibes with Desiree page on Instagram. This is for my ladies out there who love to watch movies in comfort. Make sure you guys hit up my shop, lunargoddessboutique.com. It'll be linked in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. So I have 3 Netflix shows that I would like to suggest. Teenage Bounty Hunters has proven to be one of the top shows on Netflix. In fact, I believe it's on Netflix's top 10, or at least it was. So season 1 of Teenage Bounty Hunters is based on the story of fraternal twins, Sterling Wesley and Blair Wesley, of whom must balance their lives as high school students at Southern High, as well as bounty hunters, a lifestyle of which they will be tracking and catching fugitives with their mentor, Bowser. This show is actually really similar to The Politician, except it's actually really funny. It has no major stars in it, which is amazing. It's doing well on Netflix, and that's all I ever hear people talk about is Teenage Bounty Hunters. It's gotten a lot of really great reviews, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be getting a season 2. I love the chemistry between each of the actors, the characters. Everything just fits together. I mean, who doesn't love a great action comedy? And it's a series too. They're literally operating out of a yogurt shop owned by their mentor, Bowser. That makes things even more hilarious. I just finished season 1 last night. So disappointed because I absolutely cannot wait for season 2, but now I actually have to wait. And I love shows that leave their audience with a cliffhanger. And this is definitely a cliffhanger of which is worth hanging in there until season 2. I tried with that one. Teenage Bounty Hunters is available on Netflix. Next, we have The Umbrella Academy, season 1 and 2. The Umbrella Academy is based on a family of 7 who happen to have powers of which is very unique to each of them, and they must come together to face enemies of which threaten their very existence, while also discovering their adoptive father's secrets. Now, season 1 introduces the characters in the form of a reunion, and we explore the different personalities as they try to save their sister Vanya from herself, who happens to be the outsider in the family, as she proves to be the most powerful out of everyone. Now, season 1 is a little bit slow, and some can argue a little unstructured at times, but definitely worth the watch and worth the wait to get to season 2. This show has so many unique qualities that it is definitely worth watching over Labor Day weekend, very binge-worthy, and you will thank me for suggesting that you watch season 2. The stakes are a lot higher in season 2, the comedy gets better, the story improves significantly. I couldn't recommend this show enough. And the soundtrack. You'll thank me later for that as well. You can catch The Umbrella Academy on Netflix, season 1 and 2. Another Netflix show that I recommend, highly recommend, would have to be The Haunting of Hill House. If you are into horror, if you want something a little bit more terrifying and darker, I would highly recommend watching The Haunting of Hill House. This is one of the most terrifying shows I've ever seen. It's based on a family who is terrorized by their past as well as family secrets that continues to manifest in the most sinister manner. This show will literally make the hairs stand up in the back of your neck for those of you who do happen to have hairs in the back of your neck. I love that this doesn't heavily rely on jump scares, but just the story itself. And when there happens to be a surprising element within a scene, it counts. They make it count. Now, there are a lot of disturbing scenes within Haunting of Hill House. There is a lot of mystery mixed with psychological events within each of the characters' journey. This show is a definition of horror. And it definitely sets us up for The Haunting of Bly Manor, of which will be coming out in October. So I highly recommend that if you're feeling like you want to watch something scary with horror and they actually make the scenes count, because that is my #1 thing with horror. Don't add any scenes that are unnecessary. If you're trying to scare us, actually scare us. Not even scare us, just terrify us, you know? And this show definitely does that. And it has a great story. The characters are wonderful. I love the dynamic and the relationships between all of the siblings. They're bickering, they're fighting, all the secrets that are revealed. It is crazy. It's a wild ride, and it's a ride that I am excited to go on again when The Haunting of Bly Manor comes out. So again, you can catch The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. My next show is an HBO Max show, which I love so much. Lovecraft Country. Could not recommend that show enough for Labor Day weekend. So far, we only have 3 episodes for season 1, but it has proven to be one of the most exciting shows that anyone has ever experienced. Lovecraft Country is a wild ride about a soldier who comes back home to Chicago to find his missing father. He is joined by his Uncle George and his friend Letty as they journey together to find his father in 1950s Jim Crow America. As family secrets are revealed, sinister events happen, and the horror that exists within racism is at an all-time high. In the first episode, I cared so much about Atticus, just his thoughts and his feelings as we are guided into how he's feeling in the moment with coming back home to Chicago, his relationship with his father and his Uncle George, and then of course Letty. All of the actors within Lovecraft Country bring in their own unique and special skills in order to enhance the story and their characters. Lovecraft Country actually reminds me of American Horror Story. And I love the fact that it uses a lot of historical events within Black American history to incite awareness, fear, and also happiness at times. There is a good balance of each. I'm excited to see what they will bring us in episode 4. Like a lot of other shows, this show happens to allow all of their episodes to end on a cliffhanger. You can catch Lovecraft Country on HBO Max/HBO. I don't know how that whole thing works, but yeah, HBO Max. I watch it on Hulu. If you guys have Hulu and you also have the HBO package included with that, you can watch it on Hulu. You can catch it every Sunday and you will not be disappointed. And again, there's only 3 episodes. So for those of you who have not been able to watch the episodes every Sunday, now is your chance for Labor Day weekend. You can certainly catch up with everyone else. And my last show that I recommend you guys watch over Labor Day weekend would be The Boys on Amazon Prime. Like, you just have to watch it. The Boys gives us a different perspective on the superhero lifestyle. In fact, it opens our eyes to a lot of the business that goes on behind the scenes. These heroes are literally selling their souls to gain money and fame, and they are under $1 million contracts for each city and state that they're each responsible for. There are elements of comedy that is heavily in the form of sarcasm and physical comedy as well. It's action-packed and visually satisfying as far as the color palettes for the costuming and the environment for each scene. And it's nice to see a different side of Karl Urban, of whom we've seen in so many other films. I love Mother's Milk as well. That name is just, doesn't that crack you up, Mother's Milk? Hey, Mother's Milk! Season 1 is on Amazon Prime right now. You might want to watch that because tomorrow, like, watch it now. Luckily, there's only 6 episodes that you guys can get through. Binge watch the crap out of that and then you'll be done with it. But tomorrow, season 2 is going to drop on Amazon Prime. So you might want to hurry up and watch that. It'd be great to watch that over Labor Day weekend. We're getting 3 episodes, guys. 3 episodes. So yeah. So that's basically it, you guys. I tried to make this as quick as I could. Straight, simple, to the point. Yeah, my top 5 shows that you should definitely watch over Labor Day weekend. Make sure you guys comment down below. What did you guys think of my list? Have you seen all the shows that I've watched? And I will catch you guys later in the next video.